Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
Right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I can't sing.
You would not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion?
Yo, Megyn Kelly's reaction to Sunny Hostin's stupidity in this video is everything. Check it out.
If America is not the #1 global power, it's not going to be Denmark. It's going to be communist China, a country that right now the government is imprisoning Uyghur Muslims in concentration camps. It is a deeply racist government. It's a human rights violating government. It is a government that if they're the leader of the free world, we are not a free world the way that we are right now.
Yes, maybe they're putting Muslims in jail in Afghanistan, I think you mentioned, and China. They're putting a lot of more black people in jail here.
Sunny Hostin.
He's dumb.
This false smear.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady.
Shout out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sonny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say.
As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies. And I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
Oh, buckle up because this one is straight up chaotic. Country queen Carrie Underwood just shook the entertainment world in a way no one saw coming. We're talking major drama, an $800 million defamation lawsuit, a media frenzy, and a backlash so intense it's practically off the charts. And get this, the hosts of The View. Rumor has it they're begging Carrie to back down. Yes, that's how messy things have gotten. But how did we even get here? What led to this explosive moment? Well, let's rewind and break it all down. But before we do, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Of course, she has the right to do it. What an inane point to bring them all together. Like, what? She's saying absolutely nothing.
In jail in Afghanistan, I think you mentioned, and China. They're putting a lot of more black people in jail here.
Oh my God. I mean, wrong on so. First of all, those Muslims being put in jail in Afghanistan. No, you dumbass. No, it's a genocide happening right now in China with the Uyghur Muslims. It's been very well covered by your own network, madam. If you would just pay attention to the news that doesn't feature your face.
I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions for a lot of reasons.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would.
The whole controversy kicked off when Carrie Underwood made a bold move that sent shockwaves across the industry. She performed at Donald Trump's inauguration. Some fans saw it as an attempt to bring people together during a deeply divided time, a moment of unity and patriotism. But others, oh, they were livid. Social media erupted with divided reactions. Some fans stood by Carrie, defending her right to perform at a historical event, while others accused her of betraying her values and aligning with Trump's politics. And then, just when the drama couldn't get any bigger, The View jumped into the mix, and things spiraled out of control. Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin didn't just share their opinions. They went in. Joy questioned Carrie's patriotism, hinting that her performance wasn't about unity but about endorsing Trump's agenda. But Carrie wasn't about to let the backlash define her. She responded with grace, telling the Post that she felt honored to perform and that her love for her country had nothing to do with politics.
Politics where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. And whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then, and Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows.
Right.
But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning, so she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it. So I get why she did it.
I say.
For some people, though, Carrie's explanation wasn't enough. Critics on social media, particularly on X, formerly Twitter, weren't having it. The so-called tolerant left accused her of being a full-blown MAGA supporter. Memes and jokes rolled in, some even saying she should have performed before he cheats instead. And of course, cancel culture came knocking. Hashtags trended, people called for boycotts, and the controversy refused to die down. It was the latest in a string of celebrity cancellations, but this one felt different. The country music world is no stranger to political division, but Carrie had always been seen as someone who avoided controversy. Now she was at the center of it.
Yo, Megyn Kelly's reaction to Sunny Hostin's stupidity in this video is everything. Check it out.
If America is not the #1 global power, it's not going to be Denmark. It's going to be communist China, a country that right now the government is imprisoning Uyghur Muslims in concentration camps. It is a deeply racist government. It's a human rights violating government. It is a government that if they are the leader of the free world, we are not a free world the way that we are right now.
Yes, maybe they're putting Muslims in jail in Afghanistan, I think you mentioned, and China. They're putting a lot of more black people in jail here.
Even country star John Rich weighed in, pointing out that many big-name country artists support Trump but are too afraid to admit it. He suggested that Carrie was exposing a hidden truth in the industry, one where stars are forced to stay silent on their political beliefs to avoid backlash. In his words, Carrie was making other country stars look weak by standing up for what she believed in. And yet, through all of this, Carrie remained composed. She has always been known for her grace, her talent, and her ability to stay out of messy feuds. But that didn't stop Sunny Hostin from doubling down on her criticism. Sunny made it very clear that under no circumstances would she have ever performed at that event, no matter how historic it was. And just like that, the internet exploded once again. Fans were outraged, critics were stunned, and Carrie, well, she stayed quiet. At least for a while.
People like Reba McEntire come on
Yes.
and say that, you know, she doesn't want to talk about politics. She just wants to sing, she wants to perform, she wants to make people feel good. And I respect that. And then we've had people like Dolly Parton, and I think you asked her,
Are you a feminist?
Are you a feminist? And she
She
said,
said, I don't think so.
I don't think so. But then you pushed her, and she said, yeah, I guess I am.
Well, I said to her, do you believe that women should make the same amount of money as men? Well, I guess I am a feminist.
Yeah, and she said, I guess I am a feminist. So I think people feel pretty strongly about it. I think art is art, and you know, you have a right to perform where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
Then, everything took an even wilder turn. While Joy and Sunny were throwing jabs on TV, Carrie was working behind the scenes. And when she finally clapped back, she clapped back hard. Enter an $800 million defamation lawsuit against The View and its hosts. This wasn't just about criticism anymore. Carrie was accusing them of spreading lies that damaged her career and reputation. And suddenly the power dynamic flipped. The View, which had been so quick to criticize, now found itself in a position of vulnerability.
Even though I
You
can't
would not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can...
Now the tables have completely turned. Reports are circulating that The View is in full-blown panic mode. Insiders claim the hosts are scrambling to do damage control, with ABC executives reportedly pressuring Joy and Sunny to publicly apologize. But Carrie, she's not budging. She's making it clear that this is bigger than just her. It's about holding powerful media figures accountable for their words. Fans are rallying behind her, calling her a hero for standing up to what they see as a toxic media culture. And the backlash against The View. Oh, it's real. Memes are flooding social media. Clips from the show are being dissected. And even long-time viewers are starting to question whether the show has crossed a line. Is this just another example of media bias? Or did Joy and Sunny go too far this time?
Ask me, so I have no...
Right. Yeah. They're not asking any of us.
No, you know, you do what you do. Listen, it's like, you know, People do what they do for what.
Could this be the beginning of the end for The View's most controversial voices? Fans aren't just upset. They're calling for Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin to be removed from the show entirely. Their reasoning: this wasn't constructive criticism. It was personal. And even Whoopi Goldberg, usually the show's biggest defender, seems to be staying out of the chaos this time. Insiders say Whoopi has been trying to play peacemaker, but the backlash is too intense to ignore. Meanwhile, Carrie is making a statement that goes beyond just her reputation. She's challenging the entire media industry. Where's the line between fair criticism and outright defamation? If her lawsuit moves forward, it could set a precedent that changes the way media outlets handle public figures forever.
Here is the View link weighing in. I know you were waiting to hear what Whoopi Goldberg had to say, and I have it for you.
Do what they do for whatever reasons. It's like Joe and Mika.
Yeah.
They did what they did. They felt that's what they needed to do, and I got to stand behind them. If I believe I have the right to make up my mind to go perform someplace, I believe they have the same right.
Of course.
And so
That's
I have
true.
to. Yeah, I have to support.
Of course, she has the right to do it. What an inane point to bring them all together. Like, what? She's saying absolutely nothing.
And speaking of controversy, let's talk about Melania Trump. Over the years, The View has taken plenty of jabs at her, speculating about her marriage and even making jokes about her dislike for Christmas decorations. But this time they may have gone too far. Reports claim that the hosts didn't just joke about Melania. They made serious allegations about her marriage, suggesting that she resents her husband and actively avoids him. Some even suggested she's secretly plotting her escape if Trump wins a second term. Now Melania is fighting back, and she's not holding back. In a move no one saw coming, she's suing The View for $100 million, claiming their statements were outright false and damaging to her reputation. This isn't just about one lawsuit. This could change the way talk shows operate entirely. The question now is, has The View finally crossed the line? And what does this mean for the future of entertainment journalism? One thing is certain. Hollywood's reckoning isn't slowing down anytime soon. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates.